Hello, and welcome to Reformed Universalist Theological Seminary. I'm Dr. William M. Brennan, and this is Lesson 1 in our course, Introduction to Biblical Greek. Today we begin our journey into the language of the New Testament, the very words through which God revealed His truth to the world. In this first session, we'll learn the Greek alphabet, how to pronounce each letter, and how to start reading simple Greek words aloud. These are the building blocks of every verse in the New Testament that you will ever translate. Let's begin with an important question. Why study Biblical Greek? First, exegetically, to understand exactly what the inspired authors wrote, every case ending and every verb tense carries meaning. Secondly, doctrinally, theology is built on precise language. Knowing the Greek text helps us guard truth and discern error. Third, devotionally. This is not just an academic exercise. It's an act of worship, an encounter with the Word in its original form. In the beginning was the Word, the Logos. John chapter 1, verse 1. When you hear that phrase in Greek for the first time, it will move your soul. The Greek alphabet has 24 letters. It begins with alpha and ends with omega, a phrase you'll recognize from Revelation chapter 1, verse 8. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Let's go through them together. I'll say each letter, and you can repeat it aloud after me. Alpha, A as in father. Beta, B. Gamma, G as in go. Before gamma, kappa or chi, it sounds like NG as in angelos. Delta, D. Epsilon, short e as in met. Zeta, Z or z. Eta, long e as in they. Theta, TH as in theology. Iota, short I as in bit or long I as in machine. Kappa, K as in kite. Lambda, L. Mu, M. Nu, N. Xi, X as in axle. Omicron, short O as in not. Phi, P. Rho, R, rolled slightly. Sigma, S. Tau, T. Upsilon, U as in put, as in German Uber. Phi, F as in faith. Chi, Ch as in Bach or Lach. Psi, PS as in psychology. Omega, long O as in tone. Now let's review them smoothly from beginning to end. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega. Excellent. You just read the entire Greek alphabet. Some letters look similar to English but sound different. For example, rho looks like P but is pronounced R. And nu looks like V. As you practice, write each letter repeatedly and say its name aloud. Repetition, soon you'll recognize every letter instantly. Now let's talk a little bit about the vowels. The short vowels are alpha, epsilon, omicron, iota, and upsilon. The long vowels are alpha, eta, omicron, iota, and upsilon. You may have noticed that alpha, iota, and upsilon can be either long or short. The short iota is pronounced like the I in pit, and the long iota like the E in feet. Iota and upsilon are called closed vowels. The rest are open. When it comes to punctuation, there are 4 marks of punctuation in Koine Greek. Number 1, the comma, and number 2, the period, both of which are written on the line and correspond to the comma and period in English. Number 3, the colon, which is a dot above the line. And number 4, the question mark, which looks like the English semicolon. Greek includes a few marks you must learn early. First of all, there's breathing marks. There's 2 types. There are smooth breathing, which has no H sound, and the rough breathing mark, which adds an H. For example, alpha with the rough breathing mark is pronounced ha instead of ah. Accents show which syllable is stressed, not the vowel length. We'll cover a lot more on accents in our next lesson. Final sigma, the sigma form that appears only at the end of words. Diphthongs, vowel combinations. I, a, oi, ew, ow, oo, and e. You need to practice these until they feel natural. They'll appear in almost every word, so these are very important. Now it's time to learn your first few vocabulary words. Let's take a look at a few simple words that you'll encounter often. First, logos. Logos is word or message. Theos. Theos is God. Anthropos means man or human being. Agape, love. Cosmos, world. You can already hear familiar English words here. Theology, anthropology, cosmos. That's because so much of our Christian vocabulary comes straight from Greek. Your textbook for this course is J. Gresham Machen's New Testament Greek for Beginners, which is in the public domain and can be downloaded from archive.org at the URL below. For your homework and practice, your first assignment, memorize the Greek alphabet and its pronunciation. Write each letter 5 times daily while saying its name. And then read Lesson 1 in Machen and complete the exercise at the end of the lesson. Finally, prepare for Quiz 1 on the alphabet and pronunciation. Remember, it's better to study 10 minutes every day than 1 hour once a week. Daily repetition builds long-term recall. Congratulations, you've completed your first lesson in Biblical Greek. Next time we'll study the accent, its general rules, and rules for both verbs and nouns. Keep practicing, keep writing, and remember, every letter you learn brings you closer to hearing the Word of God as it was first spoken. Thank you, and I'll see you in Lesson 2.